Every successful prison break requires careful planning, adequate resources, the right strategy, mastery of the prison, and proper execution. Check out movies like Prison Break, The Shawshank Redemption, The Great Escape, Escape Plan, and the likes. It was all about understanding the prison, careful planning, the right strategy, and proper execution. But every single person who escaped prison in real life didn't escape from the right prison. Let me tell you about some. In 1724, Jack Shepherd, an apprenticed carpenter, escaped from prison 4 times. He escaped within 3 hours of his first arrest, breaking out through the ceiling, lowering himself to the ground with a rope made from bed sheets. 3 weeks later, he was arrested again. Again, he escaped on the 3rd arrest and sentenced to death. On the day of his execution, he loosened the bar from his window and escaped wearing women's clothing. But after his final capture, he was secured with 300 pounds of iron weights while being placed on surveillance and finally got executed in November 16, 1724. Pascal Payet's story is more interesting as he escaped prison on October 12, 2001 on an hijacked helicopter. But on July 14, 2007, 4 masked men hijacked another helicopter and facilitated his escape from a prison in Gracie. 2 months later, Payet was captured, but his current whereabouts are a well-kept secret. I guess telling the public his whereabouts equally means another prison break is on its way, and who knows, maybe this time with an armored tank. Lastly, Frank Abagnale, after his notorious escapades in the past, in 1961 was recognized by an Air France flight attendant who informed the police, but after spending 6 months each in France and Swedish prisons before being extradited to America, escaped the plane on arrival at the JFK airport and fled to Canada, but was quickly apprehended. In 1971, he escaped a federal prison in Atlanta, Georgia. But every escapee has always made a mistake, which is escaping from the wrong prison. They have things like proper planning, the right strategy, and proper execution, but lack the right knowledge of the right prison to escape from. Out of the 10 most secure prisons in the world, there's one that you can escape from. It's not ADX Florence, United States, neither is it Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary, United States, or is it La Santé Prison, France, Arthur Road Jail, India, Fuchu Prison, Japan, Federal Correctional Complex, United States, Camp Delta, United States, HMP Belmarsh, UK, Tamdor Military Prison, Syria, and lastly, King Cheng Prison, China. I'm sorry, it's not in that list, but the best prison to escape from is the one you create in your mind. Yell at me like you're presently doing, but that's expected because you see many people are captives in the prison they create in their mind. The prison you create in your mind has more power to destroy you than the one that truly exists. The best prison to escape from is not any of the most secure prisons in the world, and this is a problem that many have. They create prisons in their mind, prisons of doubt, fear, seeing themselves as less, useless, broken, unrepairable. They've locked themselves in this mind prison and there's no one to set them free except themselves. They look for other life prisons to escape from when their main problem exists in their mind. You see, there was a well-known jailbreaker who boasted that no jail cell could hold him, Ari Houdini. Houdini accepted an invitation to demonstrate his skill. He entered the cell wearing his street clothes and the jail cell door shut. Once alone, he pulled a thin but strong piece of metal from his belt and began working the lock. But something was wrong. No matter how hard he worked, he couldn't unlock the lock. For 2 hours, he applied skill and experience to the lock, but failed time and time again. You may say, maybe luck was not on his side. But 2 hours later, he gave up in frustration. But the problem was that the cell had never been locked. Houdini worked himself to near exhaustion, trying to achieve what could be accomplished by simply pushing the door open. The only place the door was locked was in his mind. If you can't escape from the prison you create in your mind, it will be nearly impossible to do something right. The prison you create in your mind is always more powerful than that which really exists. Choose to set yourself free from the prison in your mind today.